to the channel on the college process. Once again, I'm Ed from Principia Prep, and today we're going to be going over the Education Opportunity Fund, the way the state that you reside in may be able to help your student go to college for free. Now before we start, if you are new to the channel and are looking for additional college content, please hit the subscription button down below. It will notify you when new videos do come out, as well as if you do enjoy today's video, please leave us a like. It does help the channel. In addition to that, if you have any comments, any questions, anything you need help with, just put your comments and questions down below in the comment section. We do answer all your questions and comments you guys put down below these videos, as well as, once again, for the senior class of 21-22. This year's senior class, once again, we have the James Russo Memorial Scholarship Fund we're running this year. If you want to be eligible for the James Russo Memorial Scholarship, very simple. Just in the description down below is the link to the video. Just watch the video. It will give you the instructions to be able to apply for the James Russo Memorial Scholarship. And with that being said, also in the description down below is our Venmo, as well as our buy us a coffee link as well. If you want to help support the channel, just click on the links. We definitely appreciate you guys, any support you provide us. That being said, let's jump right into today's video. The Education Opportunity Fund, how your state might be able to help pay for all your students' college expenses. Now, for those new to the financial aid process, you may or may not be aware of, there's a program called the Education Opportunity Fund, also known as the Education Opportunity Program, and in some states also known as Education Opportunity Grant Program. So many states offer these programs, and the state of New Jersey is pretty big for this because it's been around since 1967 here in the state of New Jersey, both the EOF program and the EOP programs. But it's not just New Jersey's thing. This is also available in New York, California, Texas, Indiana, Pennsylvania, Colorado. There's a bunch of different states that offer education opportunity programs. So for the students and parents watching, let's talk about what is an Education Opportunity Fund / Education Opportunity Program. Well, many states have these programs to assist the parents who meet certain income levels that allow them to be eligible for these programs. Now, I'm going to start off by talking about the state of New Jersey's programs and also veer into a couple of other state programs as well to help you guys out there that are not from the state of New Jersey to also look to see if you're eligible for your state's EOF or EOP programs. Now, right off the top, when it comes to these programs, there's going to be an income requirement. So you're going to have to fall below an income level. As you can see here on the chart here, it shows a family size from 1 all the way down to 8 people as far as the family household size, parents, students, so on and so forth, to give you kind of an idea of range of what the income level would need to be for you guys to be eligible for the Education Opportunity Fund programs. Now, most of the states will follow this same financial format as far as the amount you're going to need to be making at or under to be eligible for these programs. So the number one criteria for any Education Opportunity Fund program is you must meet these income requirements. Let's talk about what EOF and EOP actually are. If you guys are accepted to this program, what will happen is that your state that you reside in will cover anywhere from $1,500 of grants and stipends for your student to attend college, so additional $1,500 to $3,000 to be honest with you for a lot of these states, to all the way where the state covers the entire amount of your college cost. So the EOF, EOP programs are a great opportunity for students and families that have financial need to utilize this within the states they reside in to be able to help pay for college. In addition to helping pay for college, and not only the grants and stipends on the lower end, but also paying for the entire thing, the EOF, EOP programs would actually allow your student to attend college, the undergrad portion, which typically takes 4 years to graduate. Most EOF programs will allow you to take up to 5 years to graduate your undergrad. So if you take a little bit extra time, or you take or you take less credits than you typically need to, because most students to graduate a 4-year institution typically need to take anywhere from 15 credits and above each semester. But the EOF program will allow you to take 12 credits and basically from that point on keep going forward, because the reality is to graduate any college institution, any 4-year institution, you typically need to average 15 credits to be in line to graduate in 4 years. So if you're only taking 12 credits, which is basically the bare minimum of a full-time student, you will not graduate in 4 years. You'll typically graduate in 5 years. Because in the world of financial aid, most financial aid scholarships and grants from other institutions, the colleges themselves, typically stop after you finish the 4th year. So after 4 years of college, if you haven't graduated, unfortunately most financial aid is taken away. But that 5th year through the EOF, EOP programs is still covered. So it's a big benefit for students out there that may be taking a little bit longer than 4 years to graduate. And the reality is nowadays more students than ever before, almost 50% of students, if not more, are typically taking 5 to 6 years to graduate 4-year programs. So obviously being an EOF, EOP program provides that extra 5th year of funding, so another big benefit here. Now, the education funding programs are essentially state-run for the state that you reside in. So the requirements right off the bat are you have to meet the income requirements. That's number one. Number two, you have to be a state resident of whatever state you're in to be able to get the state EOF or EOP program to provide assistance for your student to help pay for college. So you have to be there for at least 12 months or longer. And then you also have to be, third, a U.S. citizen or a permanent resident, or at least the student needs to be, not the parent, but the student needs to be at least a U.S. citizen or a permanent resident here to be eligible for these state programs as well. In addition to that, you also have to be going to a state school within that state. So you can't leave the state that you reside in. The EOF, EOP programs will not work out if you leave that state. In addition to all of that, some of the state programs will also require that you guys do a summer program at the end of the senior high school year. I know New Jersey does this, and a few other states also require you to do this, where your student goes on campus at the college they're being accepted to the EOF program for, and they're there for typically anywhere from 6 to 8 weeks. So they're staying there on campus, they're living there. They basically are a college student. Also, for those wondering, well, do I have to keep doing certain things every year? For almost every EOF, every EOP program, they only require the first year for you to qualify for all your information to be able to keep going through the program every year. So for the New Jersey students, and for those that are wondering, do I have to go every summer? No, you do not. You only have to go for the first summer. And obviously that's a big benefit for you guys, because after 6 to 8 weeks, not only are you in the program and they're going to cover you financially speaking for the next 5 years, they also will give you college credit for going to that summer program as well. You receive anywhere from 3 to 9 college credits, all free. There's no charge for this whatsoever. Plus you get a lay of the land of the college, get to see what it's like over there in the university, get an idea of what college courses like. You can even start making some friends, because at most of these colleges you're going to be having anywhere from 60 to 150, some cases 200 students there with you doing the EOF program during the summer. So it's not something you're there by yourself for, by the way. So let's talk about how you apply for the EOF, EOP programs. Now, right off the bat, for most of these programs, you're going to be able to apply right on the common application or also on the state application you guys are filling out. Most of the states will ask you the question, are you eligible for the EOF program? Now, if you want to find out if you're eligible for the EOF program, very simple. Just go here to your state site websites for their financial aid consideration. So obviously for New Jersey, you're going to HESA. For Pennsylvania, you're going to PHEA. For New York, you're going to HESC. And every one of your states, by the way, have their own designated state site for state aid and state assistance. So I would definitely be going on your state site and seeing, is the EOF program available at your college that your students are sending? Now, obviously the first thing you need to do is you need to say on your applications for admissions that you're going to be applying for the EOF, EOP program. That will basically start the process. The second thing you need to do is fill out your FAFSA form. The FAFSA form is the starting point where they can see your income levels for the family to indicate whether or not you're eligible for the state aid. And then the third thing you need to do is you need to do the state form itself for financial assistance to be eligible for these programs. Now the third part, the state form, is very simple. Because at the end of the FAFSA form, the first time you fill out the FAFSA form, as you can see here, on the right-hand side of the confirmation form of the FAFSA after you submit it, there's a Start Now button, which will let you go right to the state site and start answering the state questions required from you guys for state assistance, which is basically allowing you guys to see if you're eligible for the EOF programs, EOP programs. And then the fourth thing you need to do is you need to contact that school's financial aid office and ask to speak to either a financial aid officer or speak to the EOF or EOP offices and ask them what additional documentation do you need. Most EOF, EOP programs will require that you guys also fill out additional paperwork, usually anywhere from a 2 to 4 page additional EOF questionnaire document, in addition to also providing them with anywhere from 2 years past tax returns or just 1 year past tax return. Some of these schools will also ask you for a written essay, and also in some cases they're also going to ask for an interview. Now I know it's a lot of work to go through, but you have to also remember, they're looking to help pay for you in some cases your entire college cost. I mean everything. Room, board, books, the food, the entire cost for you guys from the state of New Jersey and some other states all the way for up to 5 years. So these are competitive programs. And all that being said, if you guys do like today's video, please leave us a like. It does help the channel. As well as if you have any comments, any questions about the EOF or EOP programs in your state, please please leave them down below. I'll answer any questions you guys have about the EOF, BOE programs. You guys leave down below in the comment section. As well as, once again, I want to remind everyone, we are running the James Russo Memorial Scholarship. If you could, please, in the description down below is the link to the video. Please watch the video. Please apply for your students, the seniors 21-22 this year, to get as much scholarship money out there for you guys. Once again, it's the likes, the comments, all the views you guys give us on the channel that we're using to fund all the scholarship funding for the James Russo Memorial Scholarship this year. In addition to that, if you also want to help support the channel, we do have in the description down below the organization's Venmo, as well as the organization's Buy Me a Coffee link as well, if you want to help support the channel. All that being said, once again, on the screen now is our contact information. If you want to reach out, we do assist in all the admissions process as well as all the financial aid processes with the forms, consultations, and assistance of all kinds. So if you need help with the admissions or financial aid, please feel free to reach out. On the screen is my cell phone number. The easiest way to reach me is actually through text message. The second way, if you'd like, is to send me an email. And other than that, thank you once again for watching today's video. Once again, I'm Ed from Principia Prep.